Hi, Marion here. Going to read you another story from my book called Between Two Worlds. Part memoir, part recount of about 30 readings, and it's also got some spiritual and soul food in there as well. So I'm going to read you a story now about karma that I've written. Okay, just to give you a taste of how I write. Karma, you've no doubt heard this word bandied about. Question is, what does it mean for you? Does it even apply to you? The answer to the last question is always a resounding yes. No one is untouched by karma. Everything you think, feel, act, say, or do has its own energy. It is real. It all has an effect on others and consequently the universe. Everything has a consequence. Consequence is a huge part of karma. You cannot just say or do hurtful things to others and expect to get away with it. Those you hurt may not be the ones to hurt you back, but the universe has a scoreboard. Someone, somewhere, somehow will pay you back. Karma relates to anything you do, positive and negative. Nevertheless, be aware that it is much better for you to put positive vibes out than negative ones. After all, what do you want to have come back to you? That, after all, is the real choice here. The universe keeps a karmic scoreboard. Every time you do something spiritually loving, you get runs on the positive side of the scoreboard. Every time you do something spiritually negative, you get runs on the negative side of the scoreboard. Karma will come back to you in this lifetime. Choose your karma very carefully. Living spiritually is based on the law of karmic awareness. The spiritual law of karma has been around for longer than any religion that use it as a basis. It takes a conscious effort, and at times you will forget. You may judge others or may hurt others unintentionally as a reaction to the hurt you felt inflicted by them initially. A reaction. You may act out of impulse and or retaliation. Question your motivation here. Why did you do this? Not only have you hurt them, but you have also hurt yourself because now you have created an effect that will come back to you. Sometimes we hurt others with our words in order to make ourselves feel more confident within. The fact that we cannot understand that our actions are hurtful doesn't change how painful they are for those that we're hurting. Funny though, how when we do something nice for someone else without them expecting it, that actually makes us feel good about ourselves for doing it. Feel the difference? This is the perfect time to realise that spiritually we all have lessons to learn. We cannot all be goody-goodies all the time. That's impossible and boring. We are, after all, human beings learning to be spiritual beings. Always be aware of what you do to others, though. What you say, what you think, and the actions you take all have consequences. Karma can be expressed as the law of moral cause and effect. If only more people understood how karma works, surely we'd all choose to put out good karma. Why would we want crap to come back to us? So if you feel like you're tired of life dealing you up shit, think about what you're putting out. If you're brave enough to do an experiment, I don't recommend doing something bad to someone else. I do, however, recommend doing something nice with no expectation of a return or reward. Keep a watch out over the next few weeks. The opportunity to help a stranger will arise. Take the opportunity to create good karma. Then when you least expect it and you need help right when you do not have help, a stranger will help you. Watch your thoughts, your actions, and especially your judgment of others. This is particularly true if you're finding it hard to make friends or feel left out at work. Look at it this way. You are teaching others how you want to be treated yourself. If you come across as friendly, helpful, caring, compassionate, empathetic, so will others be with you. If you come across as selfish, hostile, impolite, and impatient, you're teaching people that this is your preferred way to be treated in return. Take the time to stop and put yourself in their shoes. Look into their eyes and feel the situation from where they stand. Feel the pain you are inflicting. Hopefully it will make you think again. I know which action I would choose. Mind you, I only started choosing positive karma once I had learned the consequences the hard way. I still don't always get it right. These days, the universe is speeding up its repayment of karma. It used to take place over generations and reincarnations. Now, many people are experiencing a working out of their karma in this very lifetime. The other day, this is before I wrote the book. The other day I was backing out of a car park and wanted to beat a lady who was also backing out of a car park further up the road. I wanted to get in front of her so I could drive off. I cut her off so I could get home quickly. I was craning my neck to get a good look at her. In doing so, I hit the car parked in the bay behind me. I got my karma back instantly. I then had to get out of the car and deal with the incident while the other woman, oblivious to my motivations, was able to drive out of the shopping centre car park way before I could. She had done no wrong, but I had, and I was instantly repaid. I guess that debt is cleared now, I hope. How good do you feel when you perform a random act of kindness? It's great, isn't it? It makes you feel all warm inside knowing you have helped someone in genuine need. Now, consider that you have created a positive score on the karmic scoreboard. It should encourage you to perform more random acts of kindness because you are creating positive karma for yourself. Years ago, at our local supermarket they sell flowers. When doing my regular shop, I would always buy my flowers for myself. I'd always buy a bunch to give away at the mall as well while I was there. I remember one occasion 2 years ago, I saw an older woman looking terribly sad. I went up to speak with her. I told her that I would like to give her the bunch of flowers as I thought it might make her day. Initially, she was hesitant, but when I told her I did this regularly, her eyes welled up with tears. As she reached out to the flowers, she said to me, "Thank you so much. I had a best friend for 30 years and I haven't heard from her for a while. She walked past me just 10 minutes ago, looking me in the eye and didn't acknowledge me. I feel so sad and I don't know what I've done wrong. These flowers are very timely, thank you." I don't give away bunches of flowers to put scores on the karmic scoreboard. I do so because I love the joy it brings and hopefully to take some scores off the negative side of my scoreboard. Nonetheless, it gives me great pleasure to give them. Don't make all your acts conscious scores on the karmic scoreboard. Just make your motivation clean. At the end of each day, check in with your conscience. Did you rip anyone off today? Did you make a coffee for anyone today without asking? Did you cut someone off in traffic today? Did you smile or hold the door open to let someone through today? Did you offer a helping hand? Were you deliberately nasty or hurtful today? Did you play mind games or emotionally blackmail anyone today in order to get something you wanted? These will all come back to you regardless of whether you believe it or not. According to the law of karma, all suffering experienced is deserved. Mostly this comes from past lives. In summary, bad deeds committed in past lives must be paid for, and this would explain why bad things happen to good people. They are paying for deeds from their past lives. It's the only way it can make sense. Karma is pretty simple, really. Give out what you want to receive back. I like to focus on this life. After all, it's the one we are living now and is tangible to us right now. It's the only one we have control over. If you bring your awareness to all you do each day, you will soon see karma at work in its own way. Watch the acts of others, especially those who are constantly going through hard times. What is it they are putting out to the universe or doing to others? Can they go to bed at night and say they've got a clean conscience? You can't change what others do, but you can change what you do. It is my belief that the more good and wonderful karma you create for yourself in this life, the more you'll learn in this life, bringing you closer to the end goal and reducing the need to reincarnate. You have no control over how other people treat you. That is their karma to work through. You have a choice as to how you will react though, and that is your karma. Karma, therefore, is a choice, a conscious choice. If you would like to enjoy a happy, peaceful, and love-filled life, then live that way, consciously. Live it for yourself, for your family, your colleagues, your friends, and anyone you come across. It is much easier to live this way. Even just giving a smile to a stranger creates good karma. You will enjoy pleasing others with your actions, and you can look forward to the great karma coming back to you. Give and you shall receive. If you choose to remain selfish, deliberately hostile, jealous, judgmental, negative, and even hurtful towards others, these choices will leave you very unhappy, searching for happiness. Trust me, you'll hate it. Make your choices wisely. After all, you really are the only one who can make them for you. Realize that we are all here on different spiritual levels to learn different lessons to the next person. It is our journey. Caught Between Two Worlds is available to order from any bookstore, anywhere. Thank you. It's also available online. Booktopia, Fishpond. Hopefully, there's an Audible version coming out soon through Amazon. Thank you for listening.